If you ever wanted to add some excitement to a dull room, bring attention to a favorite painting or plant, or just create a comfortable place to kick back and relax, then lighting is probably the most effective, least expensive, and often overlooked alternative. Decorating with light allows you to bring furniture to life, draw attention to a treasured piece of art. It can even make you feel more relaxed and at ease in a room. Lighting can open up a room to make it appear more spacious, even create an atmosphere to reveal aspects of your room you never knew it possessed. Best of all, you can accomplish these transformations without incurring unnecessary energy expenses if properly planned. And as you'll see throughout our program, certain types of lighting will even save you money as well. To better illustrate the impact lighting can make in your home, whether you're looking to upgrade, enhance, or start from scratch, we want to take the next several minutes to show you how you can create a dramatic difference with lighting in less time with less money than you thought possible. We'll show you everything you need to know, such as lighting techniques that'll dramatically enhance the look of your home, with a room-by-room demonstration of how you can create these techniques yourself. Then we'll show you some energy-saving tips to save you money, and some practical tips on how to combine the right bulb with the right fixture. So come along with us and see what a difference lighting can make in your home. Let Phillips Lighting show you the power of light. Creating the right environment in your home is more than just choosing the right fixture. You must also choose the right bulb. There are so many different types of bulbs available, with each one having qualities for very specific purposes, that picking the right one can be a difficult task. We've taken a lot of the guesswork out of it for you by breaking these bulbs down into 5 different categories, by the quality and quantity of light they provide and which fixtures they often work best in. By far the most common bulb found in just about any household, the incandescent bulb, also known as soft white or standard bulb, is known for its ability to provide good, general lighting where a feeling of warmth is part of the ambience. These bulbs are popular due to their low cost and their ability to fit a vast selection of fixtures. The downside to incandescent bulbs is they have a very short lifespan in comparison to other types of bulbs available, and they're not very energy efficient, with as much as 94% of the energy used to power them being lost as heat. Although you may think of incandescent bulbs as strictly those soft white bulbs you use in table lamps, there are actually many different types available. Incandescent bulbs work in many lighting situations, be it ambient, indirect, wall washing, accent, or task lighting. But as you'll see, they're not always the best choice in every situation. Philips compact fluorescent bulbs offer a unique alternative. Compact fluorescents can be used just about anywhere soft white incandescent bulbs have been traditionally used. Philips Earthlight compact fluorescents not only offer a warm, comfortable light similar to incandescent, but they are extremely energy efficient, lasting from 5 to 7 years longer than the average soft white incandescent. That means you can buy one of these, or up to 13 of these. Also, compact fluorescents consume 1/4 of the energy, saving 75% in energy costs. You'll typically see halogen bulbs used around the home to highlight a work of art, display items, even plants, or outside the home for landscape and security lighting. They provide a high degree of bright, efficient light to a specific area and last longer than traditional soft white incandescent bulbs. They're ideal for accent lighting or wherever you want a bright, white light. Because of these characteristics, and because they're more energy efficient than soft white incandescent, you'll often see halogen bulbs used in museums and retail shops. When it comes to accent and task lighting, halogen light is ideal as the crisp, clear illumination it gives focuses the light where you want it. Halogen light is often found in floor lamps using 300 and 500 watt bulbs for indirect lighting applications. Most people still think of fluorescent lighting as those cool white lamps from your office or classroom that always made everything look so cold and unappealing. You'll probably find fluorescent lighting in your bathroom, kitchen, or utility room. But due to the variety and compactness of the many lighting fixtures and bulbs available these days, fluorescent light provides a much more efficient, energy-saving light than traditional soft white bulbs. Fluorescent lighting is ideal wherever a diffuse, broad pattern of light is called for, such as ambient or indirect lighting. But it also performs well in such applications as task lighting under a kitchen cabinet, where a direct but diffuse light is called for. In order to better understand the impact lighting can have in a certain situation, you'll need to be aware of the different types of lighting techniques that are available. Then we'll take these techniques and apply them to situations in the home so you can see the difference they make. We'll explore 6 major categories of lighting techniques: ambient or general lighting, indirect lighting, wall washing, accent lighting, patterned lighting, and task lighting. Each one of these techniques creates a very different look and mood within a room. What lighting techniques you will use in a particular space can vary widely depending on what function the room serves. Remember that later on we'll cover which types of bulbs work best with certain types of fixtures in creating these effects. Let's start with ambient, or as it's often called, general lighting. Ambient light is used for general coverage, where light in all areas is required. Remember that ambient light doesn't need to be too bright. The most common type of fixture used for ambient light is a ceiling-mounted fixture. These fixtures are good for providing light to areas where high levels of uniform light are needed, like the work surface of your kitchen. One type of fixture might be this rectangular fluorescent model, which can illuminate an area of up to 120 square feet. Another type of fixture which could be used for ambient lighting is a pendant or hanging light. These fixtures come in a wide variety of styles to suit your room decor and can accept a variety of bulbs. Recessed fixtures also come in a variety of sizes to accommodate different types of bulbs. When used as an ambient lighting source, they should be placed in groups and spaced approximately 6 to 8 feet apart. Wall sconces are excellent for ambient lighting. They're most effective when placed above eye level, approximately 66 inches above the floor. Table lamps and floor lamps provide a good portable means of ambient light. One table or floor lamp can provide light for a 40 to 50 square foot space. Our second lighting technique is called indirect lighting. Indirect light provides soft, pleasant illumination by bouncing light off a reflective surface towards the intended area of illumination. Suspended or hanging fixtures can provide a particular type of indirect light when chosen for their ability to direct light upwards towards a reflective surface. Architectural lighting uses structures like cabinetry to conceal fixtures. As a general rule, when using fluorescents in architectural lighting, they should be overlapped to avoid gaps in the light distribution. Fluorescent bulbs come in many sizes, so be sure to measure the length and carefully record the wattage. One such architectural lighting technique is called cove lighting. This is accomplished by placing the lighting strip upwards towards the ceiling to bounce light off the surface. Cove lighting should be used in rooms with at least an 8-foot ceiling, and the cove should be a minimum of 12 inches from the ceiling. So the higher the ceiling is, and the further away the light is spaced from it, will create a more uniform and comfortable environment. If you want to reflect light downwards, then you can use techniques called cornice or soffit lighting. In the cornice technique, light is directed downward to produce dramatic effects on walls, draperies, stucco, brick faces, or other surfaces. Soffits are ideal in rooms with low ceilings. Wall sconces can be used to create indirect lighting effects in areas with low ceilings, such as basements. Floor lights, such as torchiere lamps, can be used to light indirectly as well. Wall washing and grazing are two techniques which use architectural elements of a room. Unlike earlier techniques we discussed, wall washing and grazing use fixtures to light the surface directly rather than indirectly. Typical fixtures used to create these effects are these recessed fixtures. Track lights, soffits, and valances can also be used to create grazing effects. If you want to broaden the borders of your room and create a feeling of openness, you can use a decorative technique called wall washing. This effect can be used on painted or fabric-covered walls. It's done by directing down light or track fixtures at a wall to wash it with light. Wall washing fixtures should be spaced 3 feet apart or closer, depending on how much of a pattern you want to create. By placing the fixtures closer together, you create a uniform, even wash. By placing them further apart, you can create more dramatic scalloped effects. For a low ceiling, the fixture should be placed 24 inches from the wall. For a high ceiling, it's 36 inches, and for a cathedral ceiling, even more. Another way to broaden the perceived size of a room and at the same time create a dramatic lighting effect is to aim a direct overhead light down against a surface to create dramatic shadows. A prime example of this would be to graze a stone or brick wall with light. It can also be used to bring out the texture of paneling or fireplaces. Grazing effects are created by placing the fixtures at an angle approximately 3 to 6 inches from the surface you wish to graze. The spacing between the fixtures will depend on the type of bulb you're using and the texture of the wall itself. When grazing coarse stone, use spot lamps placed approximately 18 inches apart. With stucco, place the lamps 12 inches apart. For brick, 9 inches apart. And for wood paneling, as close as 6 inches. Accent lighting is used to draw attention to a specific object in the room. Track lighting is often used for this effect, perhaps to highlight a painting or plant. Most often it's the bulb choice that determines how strong an accent the light will have. You'll want a level of darkness to surround the object you're highlighting in order to achieve a more dramatic effect. For example, strongly focused narrow spotlights are most often desired for accent rather than more diffuse floodlights. Choosing the right background color is just as important as the object you intend to light. A contrasting color will help produce a more dramatic effect. Besides track lighting, other types of fixtures can be used for accent lighting, such as recessed fixtures and pendant lights. Remember that accent lighting should be used sparingly, as it attracts attention to very specific objects. Patterned light is used to add visual interest to a room. It's created by using a number of different sources. It could be an uplight through a plant, a fixture with beveled glass, or a light through a patterned object, like an oriental fan. Key to creating this effect is to use clear-faced bulbs, which will create hard-edged shadows. Task lighting is, as the name suggests, illumination that's specific to a certain area where you might perform a chore, such as sewing, reading, or cooking. It's important that task lighting be kept in balance with ambient light. This way, your task lighting won't create harsh brightness. To avoid this with table lamps, try adjusting the lampshade to just below eye level. If the task being performed is reading, then try using indirect floor lamps, as they provide an even level of brightness throughout the room, which reduces eye strain. Another more common use of task lighting would be under the cabinets of your kitchen, above the countertops. Special care must be taken to ensure that the light is not blocked, but at the same time is not exposed to your eyes, which may cause a distraction. Under cabinet lights are not recommended for kitchens with polished marble or granite countertops. Other types of fixtures which can be used for task lighting include desk lamps, recessed lights, track units, ceiling-mounted diffusers, and pendant fixtures. Work light or shop light fixtures are common in laundry rooms, garages, and basements. Now that you know some different lighting techniques and the different types of bulbs available, it's time to see how these elements actually work. To do this, we're going to look at 5 different environments that you'd find at almost any home and put our lighting knowledge to work. In this section, we'll deal with lighting in the living room, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, as well as outdoor lighting. Now, before you consider the direction you want to take with lighting, there's a very important question you should always ask yourself. What is the function of the room? You may need to light for a specific task that is performed in the room, or you may want to draw attention to a particular feature in order to make it more dramatic and comfortable for entertaining and everyday use. Once you've considered these aspects, your choices become much easier. Think about your kitchen for a minute. What's done most often in this room? Cooking, cleaning, and perhaps entertaining. Next, look at where most of these functions or tasks are performed. The counter. The counter must not be interfered with by the shadow of the person standing over it. You can accomplish this by either placing down lights directly over the top of the work surface or under cabinet lighting, which hides the lighting units while providing a more diffuse but even lighting pattern on the countertop. You can open up an area to make it appear roomier and give it the feeling of daylight by placing uplights on top of your cabinets. Indirect lighting can be accomplished by placing strip lighting behind an architectural strip, in this case, on top of the cabinets. This reflects the light towards the ceiling and bounces a diffused, soft light across the entire kitchen. Ambient light can be provided by an overhead fixture, which covers a broad area for general use. These fluorescent fixtures are very common, but there are many other options available. When addressing your lighting needs for the living room, you need to ask yourself, what's the function of this room? The living room is where we spend most of our time entertaining and gathering with the family and friends. So your primary concern for lighting should be one of comfort and dramatic effect. Typically, most people would have down lights or maybe a few floor or table lamps to provide the majority of illumination in a living room. This is fine for general lighting, but it really doesn't fulfill the need to make the room a more inviting place to spend time with family and friends. A way you can accent key features of your room for more dramatic effects could be to add track lighting to pinpoint specific objects in the room or use grazing. You can also use wall washing to add depth to a room simply by washing a flat wall with light. This is especially useful for highlighting walls with photos, trophies, and collections of small art objects. Another type of illumination you can consider are hanging ceiling fixtures, which are also called pendant lights. These are ideal for areas where tasks are performed, like over a desk or over a shelf with objects. You can also achieve lighting effects from below by placing fixtures on the floor. One such light is a floor-up light, which can be used to create the effect of patterned light by casting dramatic shadows from plants or sculptures against walls and ceilings. Most bedrooms serve a variety of tasks, whether it's studying, sewing, reading, or just relaxing. So the planning of the lighting is just as important. For example, you need to adequately light a mirror so you can see well for grooming. But lighting must also serve a decorative function for the room. When considering lighting alternatives for your bedroom, think for a minute about what you need to provide light for. Are you lighting for a decorative effect? Setting a mood? Or are you lighting for a better reading environment? Is every portion of the room adequately illuminated? Let's look at a few examples. The most typical type of lighting you'd find in bedrooms is provided by either table lamps, ceiling fans, or recessed fixtures. These lights provide adequate general lighting, but do they help you to perform all the tasks in the bedroom adequately? If you use the room for reading, then you should consider using lighting to enhance these areas. An even level of brightness for reading is important to reduce eye strain. Floor and table lamps are ideal for this application. You can add indirect lighting to your bedroom with wall-mounted sconces, which also provide for a decorative appearance. The most vital part of lighting a bathroom is the area around the mirror. Why? Well, think about what goes on in this space. Shaving, applying makeup, even brushing your teeth. To perform any of these activities, the area must be shadow-free. The proper choice of bulb is also important. Light that's too soft or too harsh will give you an unrealistic appearance, as it doesn't duplicate the lighting conditions in other areas of your house. The most effective way to light for these situations is to install vanity strips on both sides of the mirror, which run vertically above and below the height of your head in the mirror. This gives you much more efficient coverage of all areas, while providing a decorative effect to the area as well. Try using a white decorative globe, which provides a pleasing, diffuse light. Another area not often considered yet, which is perfect for overhead lighting, is above the shower or tub. Why? Because it brightens the area, making it more suitable for such tasks as shaving legs. It also creates a safer entry and exit from this area because it aids your visibility. We've looked at the areas you can improve inside your home. Now let's look at an area of your home where lighting can make a difference, not only in appearance, but for safety purposes as well, the exterior of your house. The first thing you need to ask yourself is, what's the function of the lighting? Outdoor lighting is primarily used to accomplish two distinct tasks: to provide a decorative accent to landscaping and for security. Outdoor lighting can also be used to provide safety along entrances and exits and to enhance areas such as pools, patios, decks, even basketball courts. If you're considering the more decorative aspects of outdoor lighting, but still want security, then you must consider adequate, even illumination of all exterior surfaces. This offers a deterrent to intruders by eliminating any shadow area where they can hide from view. Before you can begin to decorate your house with light, you'll need to be aware of what bulb will work best with a certain fixture. Choosing the right type of bulb is more than just a simple matter of cost. Perhaps the largest determining factor as to what bulb you'll need will be the fixture that will use it. We'll take a look at some of the more common light fixtures found in most homes and see how they can be better utilized by choosing the right bulb. Recessed lighting or downlights are mounted flush to the ceiling and can be used to create different lighting effects. Standard incandescent bulbs don't always use a recessed fixture to its maximum potential because they scatter light rather than direct it to the surface where it's needed. A better choice for general lighting would be reflector floods, which are good for flooding or washing an area with soft, uniform light. If you use halogen bulbs in recessed fixtures, you'll be able to produce more effects with the halogen's superior brightness and crispness. They're ideal for more directed light, like over a kitchen island, a corner table, or a plant shelf. Compact fluorescent bulbs offer a number of distinct advantages over other bulbs, such as reduced energy consumption and increased life, so they're ideal for energy-conscious users who don't like to change bulbs often, especially in hard-to-reach ceiling recessed fixtures or wherever a softer, more diffuse light is called for. Commonly found fixtures in the home are table lamps and floor lamps. They're very popular due to their versatility, and they come in a wide variety of shapes, sizes, and colors to match almost any decor. Compact fluorescent bulbs are excellent for shaded lamps, as they offer a cost and energy-saving alternative to traditional soft white incandescent, and they last up to 13 times longer. Often your choice of bulb will depend upon the specific purpose your fixture serves. For example, certain bulbs can help add a decorative touch to a room, like pastel bulbs. With colors such as peach, pink, or blue, these bulbs add a subtle decorative touch to almost any decor. Or if your lamp is used primarily for reading purposes, a director three-way bulb is ideal, as it directs more light towards the surface where it's needed. For those who wish to use table or floor lamps for more task and accent-oriented situations, halogen bulbs offer a brighter, crisper light and can be substituted for traditional household incandescents. Also, there are specific halogen bulbs created for torchieres lamps. Ceiling-mounted fixtures come in a wide variety of shapes and sizes. They can be anything from a bare bulb hanging from your garage ceiling to a more decorative glass-enclosed type. Incandescent household-type bulbs provide adequate general illumination in these fixtures, but longer-life soft white bulbs will provide added life to your illumination, meaning fewer bulb changes. For the ultimate in energy savings and long life, compact fluorescent is still the best choice. Another alternative would be to use an IQ Nightlight Plus bulb. This bulb dims itself to a nightlight level over a period of 20 minutes, but also functions as a standard 60-watt bulb. It's ideal for use as a safety light for passageways or as a children's nightlight. If the glass enclosure of your fixture is clear, then using a clear bulb will help you achieve a patterned lighting effect. Sconces offer a decorative alternative to light your room. They come in a variety of shapes and sizes, either with or without glass covers. In most cases, you'd use either a decorative incandescent or compact fluorescent alternative to illuminate a sconce. These bulbs with the right type of sconce provide good ambient and, to a degree, decent task and accent lighting. You can also achieve the effect of dimmed light in your sconces and other fixtures without the need to install a dimmer switch. The IQ dimmer bulb offers multiple dimmer settings to create a mood or to read by, all without the need and hassle of installing a dimmer switch. The bulb has 4 light levels. Track lighting can create a variety of effects, so it's important to choose the right bulb. Standard household incandescent bulbs are not a good solution for this technique, as they tend to lose light within the fixture and don't really direct a lot of light toward the intended objects. So, if you want to create a subtle atmosphere or just add some ambient fill light, then incandescent bulbs with reflector coatings, like these director bulbs, will work just fine. Even better still, an indoor flood or spot will direct more light to objects. If energy and cost savings are important and you want a wide flood of light, then you can substitute the traditional incandescent with a compact fluorescent. If you want to draw attention to an object or create some drama in a room, then you should use a halogen bulb. The crisp, clear light from a halogen bulb is energy efficient and can be used in either flood or spotlight applications. Most outdoor lighting serves many functions. Typical fixtures can be enclosed or exposed and are often found mounted to walls, garages, and ground surfaces. A third type most commonly found in just about any yard is a post or coach light. Incandescent bulbs offer the convenience of low-cost illumination for your post light, while a compact fluorescent alternative may be a better choice for extra long life and energy savings. There are also additional decorative styles of incandescent bulbs available, like this post light, which is designed specifically for outdoor use. Floodlights typically serve to highlight landscaping and offer protection from intruders. You can use your traditional outdoor floods or halogen floodlights, which offer the distinct advantage of halogen's clear, crisp light while saving on energy costs. Because of their tremendous energy-saving abilities, compact fluorescents are ideal for weather-protected fixtures where lights are left on for indefinite periods of time, since they use up to 75% less energy. Recent efforts to reduce the nation's energy consumption and have a positive impact on our environment has led to the formation of a law called EPACT, which stands for the National Energy Policy Act. The goals of EPACT are simple: to eliminate currently available lighting products which are inefficient and wasteful. Therefore, certain bulbs which you may already be using have either been or soon will be eliminated and replaced by more efficient bulbs. Packaging for many existing bulbs will also change. The new packaging shows the light output of the bulb, which is measured in lumens. It also shows the amount of energy the bulb consumes, which is shown by its wattage, and the average expected life in hours. If you look carefully at the new EPACT packaging, you'll see that the 60-watt bulb you used for years is not the most energy-efficient light source. A compact fluorescent of 15 watts provides as much as or more than the 60-watt and uses fewer watts of power and has a much longer lifespan. So even though the 60-watt bulb is not going away, EPACT will show you how some bulbs are more efficient than others, saving you money. New standards have also been put into effect to eliminate inefficient bulbs that waste energy. In their place now are a variety of energy-efficient, high-quality bulbs that are ideal replacements for those old, inefficient bulbs. As you can see, there's much more to lighting your house than plugging in a lamp and flicking on a switch, but it doesn't have to be a mystery either. We hope the few insightful tips we've discussed have given you some valuable, cost-saving alternatives to decorating your home. So, the next time you're thinking of making a change in your living environment, think of what the power of light can do for you.